guys, welcome back to another video. And as you know, today, May 7th, 2020, is the release of the 2020 NFL schedule for the 2020 NFL season. And I would like to start off with my favorite team. I'm only going to be doing two teams. Today's the Browns, and then tomorrow's the Raiders. And yeah, let's get into the predictions. So, the Ravens, the Browns are facing the Ravens being away. I think that the Browns will put up a fight because Lamar Jackson being on the cover of Madden 21. But, you know, with all the stuff, the Ravens are going to come out with the victory in game 1 over the Browns. So the Browns are now 0-1. So, moving on to week 2. The Cincinnati Bengals are coming to the Browns. So that will be a game, especially since Joe Burrow is on the Bengals now. But obviously the first season of a rookie quarterback isn't that good, but at least it'll be a close game. But I think the Browns will go 1-1 in week 2. They will beat the Bengals. They will beat the Bengals that week. Moving on to week 3, they are staying home against the Washington Redskins, and that we don't even need to clarify that the Browns are now 2-0 as they defeated the Redskins at home. Now at week 4, the Browns are going away. They're going away from their hometown after a 2-game after their win streak of 2 games. The Dallas Cowboys will lose this game, and the Browns will have a 3-game winning streak going into week 5. Now, moving on, now we are here at week 5. The Browns will be hosting the Indianapolis Colts. With Phillip Rivers, he is kind of old, but with the Browns' momentum from winning 3 games in a row, they will just keep going and they will defeat the Indianapolis Colts to become 4-1. Moving on to week 6, where they are going to Pittsburgh. They are going to the Burgh to face the Steelers. And Big Ben is there. He's old, but he could have a chance there. But Juju Smith-Schuster and James Conner are both young. And they are also James Conner is probably the top 10 best. He is probably listed in the top 10 best running backs in the league. I don't specifically know that, but I do believe that with the Browns' momentum winning 4 games in a row, they will turn that into 5 games against the Steelers. As we do move on to keep it on the road, the Browns will go to their next door neighbor in Cincinnati, and Joe Burrow will now be more experienced and stuff. But I still do think that the Browns, with their momentum of 5 games, they will just beat the Bengals and make that 6-1, and they will be the third. They would be in the top of the division over the Ravens. They would be over the Ravens, the Steelers, and the Bengals in the division. They would be number 1 in the division, number 3 in the league in the AFC conference, number 2 in the conference of AFC, and they would be in the top, and they would be they would be 5th in the league with the 4 undefeated teams that are going into week 7. So, as we head on to week 8, the Browns are going to host the new team, Las Vegas Raiders. I'm not going off of this as biased or anything, because both of these teams are my favorite. I would choose either or, but the Browns, with their 6-game momentum, and the Raiders, I will have them I'm going to have to say, with Henry Ruggs and Marcus Mariota, Darren Waller, all of them on the Raiders, and with the Browns having Jarvis Landry, Baker, Kareem Hunt, I believe, is still on the team. I haven't heard anything about Kareem Hunt not being on the team. Nick Chubb, Austin Hooper, who is on the team now, I believe, and Odell Beckham Jr., he was questionable in week 1, so yeah. I think that the Browns will pull off the victory in this one to make their win streak 7, and they would stay in the top of the league. They will stay near the top of the league. As we go into week 9, the bye week, I believe that the Browns will continue to train harder and harder, since they are one of the best in the league right now. So they're one of the best teams in the league right now, and they have their momentum going into week 10 after this week. So yeah, heading on to week 10, Houston Texans, they have Deshaun Watson and David Johnson. They traded Dustin Hopkins to the Arizona Cardinals. But they do have J.J. Watt. But the Browns are going to go with the win, as they will become 8-1 in the league. They will still be in the top of the league. Heading on to week 11, they still host. They're staying at home, and they will be facing the Philadelphia Eagles, as the Philadelphia Eagles have a good squad, and the Browns have the momentum of 9 games to 1, and I haven't seen any other team schedule besides the Raiders and the Browns, so I don't even know who the Eagles are facing. All I know is that these are the predictions that are being shown before any other predictions are out there. But this is early predictions. Too early, actually. I will have an updated one soon, maybe even closer to the season before that starts. So, yeah, maybe when it's like before preseason, I will have the predictions out there, and then. But as the Browns will, with the dog pound, the team's momentum is 8-1, 8-game win streak. The Eagles will be taken down at the dog pound because they have home field advantage. The Browns do. And I just think the Browns have a better squad. So their record is now 9-1. We are going to have a game after week 12, heading on to week 12. The Jaguars will be hosting the Browns in week 12. And with the Browns' momentum of 9 games, I think that the Jaguars, with their squad, I still don't think that they can pull it out against the Browns, especially they have the momentum of 9 games, and the Browns will have 10 games, will have a 10-game win streak over, and they will be the best in the league at this time of week 12 because no team will be undefeated by week 12. So the week 13, as we stay on the road, and the Tennessee Titans, the momentum will be shifting here at this week. They do have Derrick Henry, they do have Ryan Tannehill, AJ Brown. They lost a little bit of key factors to the team. The Titans did, that I think will mess them up, but honestly, this is too early predictions. So whether Jadeveon Clowney goes or any other player goes, right now, week 13, 10-1 Cleveland Browns heading into week 13, as they have a 10-game win streak going on the road again against the Tennessee Titans, especially the ones who took out Tom Brady and the Patriots in the wild card game and almost taking out the Chiefs. But I do think that the Cleveland Browns will go into overtime and battle it out, and then the Browns will just come out with the victory because they won the coin toss at the break, so at the OT. So yeah, heading on to week 14, after the Browns almost momentum shift, but they do stay the same, and with their momentum, the Ravens, the Browns are hosting the Ravens in week 14. I think the momentum of going 11-1 and being the almost the top three teams, especially being them, the Browns with their 11 game winning streak, they will turn it into 12, as the Baltimore Ravens will fall short of the game on a missed field goal after the Browns iced them with the game winner of the score of 34 to 31 will be that final score. That's the only score prediction that I will have for that specific game, just because I'm going to say that the Ravens will miss a field goal to go into overtime, and the Ravens will lose 34-31 due to that missed field goal because the Browns iced the kicker. Heading on to week 15, Christmas week. The Browns going 12-1. The close old undefeated season and the best season, I believe the best season that they've ever had was this right here, where they went 11-5, I think. No, they went 10-6. Sorry. So they do have their best season ever, going with the momentum of 12-1, as they do face the New York Giants at MetLife Stadium. Let's just go past them because the Browns will win that game, because Daniel Jones, almost said Josh Allen, but Daniel Jones will lose that game against the Browns, and the Browns will now turn into 13-1 as they stay on the road with their momentum of 13 games. They will have 14 game win streak, because these last 2 weeks, no, I'm right, it's their 13 game win streak, 13-1. The New York Jets are hosting the Cleveland Browns, as the Cleveland Browns are going back to MetLife Stadium for 2 weeks in a row. Last year, the Cleveland Browns won their first ever game against the New York Jets, specifically to win. They won that game due to Baker Mayfield starting, and they've went a season without winning a game, and the New York Jets will just, with the momentum of last year, the Cleveland Browns will beat the Jets. They will beat the Jets 2 years in a row, and it will turn into a 14-1 team, being the number one in the league, going into being the specifically number one in the league, having the momentum of 14-1, being the number one team in the league, second best team in the league will be falling short with the Kansas City Chiefs at 12-3, and third will be the San Francisco 49ers, also at 12-3 at this point in time. With the Browns' luck, they have the number 1 seed in the division. No, they have the number 1 seed in the league. If they lose this game, they don't care, because they're staying number 1 in the league. And now I'm saying they put in all their backups. No, they're gonna put all their backups in this game, and yet I still think the backups are gonna come out with the victory, because the backups, the momentum of the team will be completed, and they will be 14-2, even though that is just a game that is going to be lost. Or actually, they will be a 15-1 team. The Panthers went 15-1. I believe that is the last 15-1 team to play. That was the last team to go 15-1. The Cleveland Browns losing the first game against the Ravens, but then they end up going all the way back up with their momentum going down. They were like, the first game was either a loss or a lucky win. What I'm thinking is they have a lucky loss, they have a loss, and then wins all around. Like, you see the first game, they did bad. Actually, that game would be close. Also, at 34-31 with a interception to seal the game with the Ravens, and that game will be decided by that, and then they would just kneel it. 34-31 for both of the Ravens games, but the home team wins. So if you would like to subscribe, if you would like the video and subscribe for more content like Madden, and I post videos every single day. So this was my prediction for the 2020 season for the Cleveland Browns. They will go 15-1 and with their 15-game win streak, and they will have the first round. They will have the divisional round. They will win that. The championship against the Chiefs, Browns will win that, and then they will make the Super Bowl against the San Francisco 49ers, because they go back to back, and the Browns will lose that Super Bowl as the San Francisco 49ers. Actually, the Browns will win that against the I don't know who. I'm saying it will be an NFC South team, or like NFC East versus NFC West in that season, in the NFC Conference Championship. So those were my predictions for the Browns 2020 NFL season. This is the too early NFL predictions for the Cleveland Browns 2020 season. I will do another one when all the stuff is all said and done. And if you're new, subscribe. If you would like to like the video, then you might as well, because I do post every day. And stay quarantined, stay 6 feet, don't die, love y'all, peace.